come in.
Hi.
Hi. Are you here
Hi.
for your advising appointment?
I am, yes.
Hi. We're Danielle, right?
Yes.
That's right. Okay, you can take a seat.
Oh, thank you.
I know we met before in
New student, yeah.
new student orientation. I just briefly saw you. We discussed a few things and some classes to take. So first things first, how are those classes going so far? Are they going okay?
Yeah, they're going really good.
Okay.
Learning a lot. Definitely enjoying them.
Cool. So I know when we talked, you are currently nursing, and you wanted to do nursing, and you kind of liked the nursing, right? And then
Yeah.
as far as what you were talking about.
Yeah, definitely love helping people.
Yeah.
So just care a lot. So sounds.
Are you in between? It sounded like, because you left a comment, that you were in between another major. Was that, what was that?
Engineering, yes.
Engineering?
Yeah.
Was it mechanical engineering, or was it?
Yes.
Yeah. That's right. Okay. Cool. So I know that is a little bit different as far as nursing goes. As far as spectrum. What made you interested in mechanical engineering?
I enjoy math. Math came very easy, so I figured why not try something like that. I hear that makes a lot of money as well, so.
Okay. Gotcha. And I do know. I mean, engineering, of course, it does make money. That's not the only major that makes money, though. But I think being good at math, it's a pro for a mechanical engineering major. As far as there's a lot of math involved. There's a lot of physics involved as well. As far as later down the line, so cool. I mean, that's some ideas. What I might suggest, I know that's And then do you have anything else besides just the money and the?
Well, I really enjoy building things and working with my hands. So
Okay. More of the
hands-on.
Hands-on kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so mechanical engineering, there is a small aspect, right, of the hands-on deal with it as far as, you turning the wrench, but a lot of it actually is implementing designs and actually creating designs for the projects or for the object or whatever you're designing to be implemented in real life to someone actually to build. So a lot of times you're not the one actually turning the wrench or building the project, you're the one designing it, implementing the ideas behind the project for it to actually work. So there's a lot. That's why you have to know physics and stuff. They have to actually have it work in real life. As far as in our actual realm, how it would actually work. So it is, but there is a little bit of the building involved as well. But what I might recommend for you is be like a career assessment. Have you ever heard of those before?
I have.
You have.
Yeah.
So those are cool. They are free resources for students on campus who are a little bit undecided. Mm-hmm. We do like you to kind of decide sooner because a lot of universities nowadays are very specific with what classes they want for certain majors. And depending on where you transfer to, classes can differ, and your major classes can differ as well.
Got it. Okay.
Like as far as your math, your sciences, especially for nursing and mechanical, it's going to be a little bit different.
Nice.
So
did
you
you
do want to
take
kind of. Did I take what?
Yeah. Did you take one? Aptitude test.
Oh yeah, I did take the career assessment test. So I did. They have the career coach and the focus 2. I did both of them. So the career coach, they're both free again, like I was saying, for students. And the career coach is focused more on like what you're good at, what you're not good at. It kind of asks you questions, what you like, what you don't like more. Mm-hmm. Like, are you more an analytical person? Are you more of a helpful person? Are you more of a social person kind of deal? Mm-hmm. And I'll kind of go off of that. I do recommend the 30 question one if you do have the time. It is a little bit more in depth as far as the response that it'll give you. And it'll kind of recommend certain jobs. And it's kind of cool about career coaches. You can actually click on each job that it lays out, and it will give you, if you want to stay, because I know you said you wanted to stay in San Antonio.
Yeah. I don't want to travel. My family's here.
Yeah, exactly. So they'll give you a 50-mile radius of San Antonio, what jobs are hiring for that certain job, or what places are actually hiring for that certain job, and actually what jobs are there as far as are they in high demand. I mean, nursing and mechanical engineering, they're going to be pretty high demand, but it gives you an idea in San Antonio what they look like, what their average salary is too will be on there. Because mechanical engineering make money, but so does nursing. Nursing can make money as well, so you can even continue on and get a master's to become a nurse practitioner, continue your schooling. So there's ways to make money, not only in engineering if you truly like helping people and that's really what you want to do more, that might be something to be looking at more as well. But
Okay.
the career assessments I think is a good way to start and to kind of get an idea. You might even see some stuff on there you might not have thought of. So it might give you an opening on some other. But definitely want to figure out where you want to major in soon.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's keep going here. So I know now I do know between those two majors they are very high demanding, as far as they're going to require a lot of studying, a lot of outside school work that's involved. Nursing, a lot of times we like to tell students to go ahead and if you try to volunteer at a hospital or a medical facility, so you have that you see what it is at a day to day, because some students and some people will not handle certain bodily fluids or certain, like myself, I couldn't do blood, I couldn't deal with that. So it's good to kind of see that before you really decide that's what I really want to do.
Yeah.
And so that can help too. And so I know, and in engineering, of course, is also high demand as well with it. We're going to have a lot of studying involved. Most engineers don't graduate within 6 to 8 years because of how demanding a bachelor's degree can be for the engineering. I know there's one school, I think it's in Georgia, that actually has beds in their engineering school. So you can sleep while because it's very intense. It can be a very intense program.
That's awesome.
So that way you can just sleep while you're actually working on your final project and stuff. So it is both of them very demanding. I want you to have the determination to keep going. So what makes you feel like you'd be determined to kind of continue on with nursing if you feel like you would continue with that?
Right. Well, I feel like I'm a really disciplined person. I kind of had to be, just had to grow up pretty fast, help raise my brother, things like that. And my dad's just a disciplined person in himself. He grew up in a really strict military family, so it's just always been that way. So I definitely feel like I put my mind to this. I'm gonna do it, and it's gonna get done.
Good. That's good to hear, because I know I feel like academics has a lot of discipline involved. If you're a disciplined person, you can get through academics. And I know both of those degree plans, if you follow whichever one, are going to be very demanding. I mean, nursing's very competitive, and STEM fields are very competitive, and engineering's under a STEM category. So they are both competitive, both high demanding. But as long as you have that grit or that determination to kind of keep going and pursuing what you're wanting to do, I think that's good. Because sometimes you're going to get to that point where you're going to be like, why did I do this? Or why did I get myself into this?
Right.
And you have to have that. Either have fallback onto what really made you pursue this.
Right.
And I think yours is more to, I think you said, new orientation to kind of just better yourself. Right? So I think that's good for you.
It's just a good way to look at things in general. Like, why did you start?
Cool. So one other thing I want to talk about is kind of like, do you feel like what you're learning in your classes right now, because I know you've taken one nursing class and a few other core classes, or basics, a lot of people like to call them. Do you feel like what you're learning is adequate? Do you feel like, are you enjoying what you're learning through our campus?
No, I really am. I enjoy my classes a lot. My teachers are great. The atmosphere is, really welcoming. It's, just enjoyable. The students, they're really nice as well.
Cool. That's good to hear. And do you feel like what you're learning is actual good stuff for you to know?
I feel like it's definitely like knowledge that I'm gonna use.
Yeah. Good. That's good. And I know right now it's a lot of the core, and you have one nursing class, but if you continue nursing and farther down the line, whenever you transfer, it's another 60 hours of just major specific classes.
Yeah.
So that's why I really tell people you really gotta love your major, because when you transfer out, there's no more history, government, English, sciences. There's gonna be just 60 hours of your major class.
Right. Yeah.
Your major specific classes. So it does, and that's where it gets a little bit more intense. So you definitely want to have that drive, like we were talking about, to keep going once you're up there. But I think doing that career assessment will kind of give us an idea too of what you want to do. And then, do you feel like, because I know it looks like you are taking some classes later, like in the evening. I think you said you worked full time, or you don't work yet. You don't work yet.
No,
right?
I'm just focusing on school right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and then so I do know you're taking classes at night. Do you feel Do you feel weird at night sometimes? Anything like? 'Cause I know your last class ends at 9:45.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say weird, but just, I mean, unsettling. You know, it's just dark. You know.
Yeah.
It
It can start, and we're on a campus that have like trees and everything, so
it's a lot of wooded area, and half the time it's just creatures in the wood, but still have your pepper spray and stuff. But it's a little, and just being a woman too,
Mhm. At night.
you never know. So it's a little uneasy.
And I gotcha. And we do realize that. So what's cool about our campus is we do have what's called a courtesy patrol, and they're housed through I think it's our police department, but they're not police. They're just courtesy volunteers that will actually drive you with a golf cart to your car at night, or if you're disabled to. But usually, if you're at night feeling unsafe, they will drive you. You just call this number. They will drive you to your car at night, no matter where it's at, as far out as it is, wherever. So that way they can just drop you off, and that way you don't have to worry about having to long walk at night and be worried about these creatures or the stuff in the trees. So
yeah.
Is that something you might feel interested in using?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool. I will provide you that contact info for them. So whenever we're done here, I like to send follow-up emails to my advisees, just to kind of a summary of what we discussed. I'll also send you the links for the career assessments for Career Coach and the Focus 2.
Okay.
For the Focus 2, there is a password for it, but it comes with it, because again, it's free.
Okay.
So you guys don't have to pay anything for it. So definitely take advantage of them, because normally people have to pay money for this stuff sometimes, So it's really cool to get something that you can use to, see what you want to do before you really start stuff. Because like I was saying, a lot of schools and universities really depends on where you're majoring in and where you're transferring to for what you take with us.
Right.
So I think that'll be a good way to start with that. And do you have any other last minute questions you might want to ask me? Anything like that?
I mean, no, not really. I feel like it kind of covered everything. I'm really looking forward to taking that assessment, because I didn't even know there was really something like that out there that could
kind of help you decide, right?
Yeah, I mean, I had heard of it, but I'd never really tried to
do it.
No, so that's good.
I think that's a good thing. And then whenever we meet again, you can take it, meet again, or you can email me. We can discuss the results. You can kind of see, what happens with it. And also, I like to do some other research too on your end, not just on the assessments, but to see, if you can talk to somebody in that field and stuff like that. And then if you decide on a certain major at that point, we can talk about that and plan out some more classes and get your plan going. And thinking about transfer schools too. I know UTSA is very common. It's University of Texas San Antonio. It's down the street from us. But it's not the only school you can transfer to, but they are transfer friendly with us. Some other schools are as well, but A&M San Antonio, they're another one. So there are some other schools out there. So, nursing, no, it's going to be limited, right? Only health schools. So we got UT Health Science San Antonio. So, but engineering, quite a bit of options.
Yeah.
Okay, but it just kind of depends where you go. So we'll meet again whenever you're ready. Set up another appointment.
And I can do that on my own again.
Yes, you'll do that on your own again, and then you'll set it up, and then we'll meet again. Talk about the assessments. Hopefully, by that time, you'll have an idea a little bit more of what you're wanting to lean more towards, and we can get your course planning going. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, and if you have anything else, just feel free to shoot me an email. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, you have a good day, Danielle.
Thanks. You too.
See ya.